Hello and welcome to Random Fix. Today we're going to be reviewing the KC301, and this is a complete scan tool OBD2 reader, and it's got some really great features that I'm going to share with you guys today. And I'm going to show you guys this in use, checking the inspection monitors for smog, deleting a check engine light, and I'm going to show you guys one of my favorite uses when you use an OBD2 scanner like this. When you're purchasing a vehicle, you can make sure you're not getting a lemon, so stay tuned for that. And right now I'm going to show you how you're going to be able to plug this in into your vehicle and how simple this is, so you can save yourself hundreds of dollars and the time needed to go drive down to the dealership, wait around, and instead now you're going to be able to help diagnose some of the symptoms of your vehicle yourself. Alright guys, we're inside the vehicle now, and within the driver's side footwell area, you're going to come down here and there's going to be this OBD2 port, which is the onboard diagnostic port right here, and this is going to be the connector. The way the connector is shaped, you could only do it one way, which is fantastic. So go ahead and reach up there and get that slid on, and once you got that connector in place, you're going to have power on your unit. And now we're going to go ahead and put the key in the ignition. Alright, the key's in the ignition, and you want to turn it all the way to where the check engine light turns on. However, do not crank the motor, so the motor is not running. And now we're going to go ahead and use one of my favorite features of this scan tool here, which is going to be this inspection monitor button right here. And when the car is ready, everything's complete, you'll notice that there's actually a green check mark right here. If one of the monitors is not ready, there'll be an exclamation mark, and if there's a check engine light or something else, it'll go ahead and turn red right here with the stop sign. So the reason I'm mentioning this particular element of the OBD2 scanner here is that this is the exact technique I used when I purchased over 7,000 cars all over the country. I would make sure that all the drive cycle monitors were ready, that there were no codes, the misfire was ready, the fuel was ready, the CCM was ready, the catalyst was ready, the EGR was ready, the oxygen sensor heater was ready, the oxygen sensor was ready, the EVAP monitor was ready. There was 0 pending codes. The good news is, if all of these monitors here are ready, there's a pretty good chance you're getting a decent car. Other than just doing a road test, you're not going to go down the road and find out you're not going to be able to pass the smog. So make sure that you do this first. Anytime you're going to go see a vehicle, whether it's pre-owned or private seller, you always want to make sure you do the step here on checking the inspection monitors. Now let's go ahead and access the OBD2 side of the vehicle here. And as you can see, I have 0 codes found, so I'm actually going to trigger a check engine light, and we're going to use the scan tool here to make sure that it can do what it says it can do, which is to erase a check engine light. Alright, so I've went ahead and triggered a check engine light. So as you can see, my check engine light is on, and do not confuse your check engine light with your maintenance required light. So I get a lot of questions about this, and this has something to do with your service intervals. The check engine light is more to do with the drivability, the emissions of the vehicle. So 2 different sorts of warning lights. Different vehicle manufacturers use different sorts of check engine lights. On Chevys, for example, it'll say service engine soon with the engine block around there. So just pay attention to what your owner's manual says. So with my check engine light triggered, we're going to go in here now and pull up the actual code. So I have a P102 and a P113. I can also retrieve pending codes, which should be the same exact codes. And these are permanent codes. Now if you go ahead and hit this little question mark here again, it's going to kind of guide you through possible reasons why this is actually on. And as we can see, we have a failed intake air temperature sensor. So it says there could be a short or it's open. And that can definitely save you a bunch of time when you're troubleshooting. This makes it pretty easy to troubleshoot if you're really not sure what's going on. Now let's go ahead and hit erase. We're going to go ahead and hit erase here and say yes, yes. And the erase is done now. If I go to read codes, You can see there's no codes found. However, if you look down here, you can now see that there's an exclamation mark instead of the green check mark, letting you know that there's something going on with the vehicle that you need to pay attention to. And let's make sure our check engine light is really gone. Our check engine light is definitely gone. I'm going to show you guys some additional features of this KC301. Alright, so one thing I wanted to show you guys now that the check engine light's been erased. Just because the check engine light's been erased doesn't mean you can go and get this car smogged. You can see there's 5 incomplete monitors now. If you guys have any questions, please comment below. I'll be more than happy to answer these for you. And we're going to go through here. So instead of now reading a check engine light, we're going to go to live data. And we're going to go ahead and view data. And let's just go ahead and do the complete set here. Here on the live data, we can see we have 0 check engine lights currently. The fuel system is on a closed loop. We got a load percentage right here, which is the number that's at 31 right now. We have the electronically controlled transmission, fluid temperature here in Fahrenheit. We got the RPMs. This scan tool is definitely very responsive. We got a spark advance. We got air temperature, throttle positioning right here. And we also got, so that's pretty great that you're able to access the live data on various different components. So this is definitely going to get a thumbs up from me. Alright guys, thanks for checking out the video. If you guys have any questions, definitely let me know. Comment below and I'll get a response back over to you as soon as possible. And if you guys haven't done so and you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and go ahead and smash on that notification bell, so anytime I post videos that are aimed to save you time and money, that you'll get notified. And if this video did help you guys out and you want to support me, check out my link below to my YouTube real estate channel. I'll have a link at the end as well, which is Adam Does Real Estate. I'm a realtor by profession, and that's what I love doing. And I also love helping people with some of their vehicle repairs. So have a fantastic day, and thank you again. Hit the subscribe button, and I really appreciate your continued support.